Gast. Right?
Gast.
Oh, gast. Okay.
Ja, gast.
Gast.
Niet vergassen.
It's gast.
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 Gast. Gast.
Gast.
You don't have to pronounce the G that much. Just gast.
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 Yeah.
Gast.
No, gast.
Do it.
Do what?
Hey!
Welcome to episode 193 of V-Time. I'm your wonderful host, Mr. Time Leap, and I'm helped here with the other guy. Oh no, wait, the second other guy, because the other guy couldn't make it.
I'm joking. Anyway, yeah, welcome back. As you can see, we have a special guest, or I am the special guest.
I don't think I'm not that special anymore at this channel at this point.
I mean, you're technically.
I think I'm thinking there's a chance I might be featured more on the channel than one of the other guys that are in America right now.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Pretty much. Anywho, we got a very quick, quaint, and special episode for you because there's literally nothing but promos. Because we're still no clue what's going to happen in December for the new season of Vanguard, but we do have some information. We're going to talk about all that here in a bit.
Hey, yes, package for Mr. Top Deck Heroes.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. Mr. Top Deck Heroes. Mr. Top Deck Heroes, your package. Man, another one? What is with this guy? Mr. Top Deck Heroes.
Oh,
Again.
Melody again.
Mr. Top Deck Heroes, your
Oh,
package.
thank you.
Oh, God, thank you, that was heavy. What's in that one?
Oh, trading cards.
Cards. Was every one of them cards?
Yeah.
How can you afford that?
Oh, that's interesting you say that. I got it from this place called
Secret.
Man, these people are crazy.
It's no secret. 50 cards. Use code TDHeroes for a discount.
So first off, we're going to start off with the set promos, and we're slowly rounding up the V promos. For, V promos, whole cycle fixer ride line thingies.
/ new Ember clone copy things.
Exactly. So first off, we're going to start off with the Murakami one. They finally got one. And Dragon Dancer Madeline. Thank you. I'm getting better.
I noticed. Not by a lot, but just a small bit.
Exactly. She is the grade 2. And she goes, of course, auto Vanguard rearguard once per turn when this unit attacks a Vanguard while boosted. Soul Blast 1, choose a column, bind all of your opponent's rearguards in the front row of that column, and move all of your opponent's rearguards from the back row of that column to open front row rearguard. And of course, the auto hand in the beginning of your right phase, you have Vanguard grade 11 or less, discard top 5, grade 2 or less, add the hand, yada yada yada.
You know the thing.
Yeah. Honestly?
It's decent.
I haven't read these cards, but in certain matchups, like, this is what Murakami wants. It wants to go bind, move.
Yeah, and because its Soul Blast is more cost efficient than most of the Counter Blast. But it's not... I think Murakami has, like, a lot of tools that do the exact same thing, especially with the last couple of years support with V, that basically was this whole mechanic in itself. But having... I don't think it's bad by the sense that... Because you want to run this because of the secondary effect, and now you don't have to lose out on the whole bind playstyle because the first effect basically substitute for another card they have. So I think it's fine.
Exactly. So overall, not bad. Honestly, these cards have been more value for the right fixing and deck fitting than their first effect.
I think most of these cards are going to be even better once more clans are going to get their crest right.
True.
If you want to play that high roll playstyle.
True. Anyway. Eric, what was the other clan, not nation, that got one?
Before you forget, we have clans in there.
Yeah, I know, right?
For the standard players among us. The other one that we got is for Pale Moon in the case of Knife Strike Pardos. And I think this is a dog or a cat. I don't know what that is supposed to be.
It looks like a leopard.
It is a war beast, but basically what this card has, it has the whole yada 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 same skill effect, so don't go over that one. But its unique Ember clone-like effect is auto Vanguard the rearguard circle once per turn. When this unit attacks while boosted, cost Counter Blast 1, Soul Charge 1. Choose a unit card from your soul with a different card name from this unit and call to the rearguard circle. So it's basically attack extender. That is
In
generic.
Pale Moon, but in Pale Moon that can be really dangerous.
I think most people, the obvious thing that they can do is either you can go for the Alice loop, or if you want to be more spicy, you can call out the dragon for Harry.
You're not wrong.
Because it isn't grade restricted. So, you can go nuts with this. It's basically a generic attack extender for a counterblast that generates soul. So even if your soul is crappy, that random soul charge could potentially be like a high roll into something better.
I gotta admit, for clans like Pale Moon, Grand Blue, and such, whenever cards like this show up, I leave it to the Grand Blue and Pale Moon players to figure out all the combos, because I have no idea what...
Yeah, you can go crazy with these things. Like, the obvious things that I just mentioned are like the more service level things, but once you start to get into the nitty gritty things, like these clans have like almost infinite combo potential. So you can go nuts with these things. And there probably are like specific boosters that then combo with this even better in some extent. So the world is your oyster at this point, and we'll probably have to wait and see maybe for a week or two, maybe a month before Pale Moon players are starting to figure out how to break this card, and then we see how that will go.
You're not wrong. Anyway, moving on though, those are the 2 promos, and now we get to see the new promo packs coming in for the, Shop Challenge series. So there's 6 cards, each for 1 nation, and on top of that, a monthly Busher promo. So we're gonna start off with a very interesting card that Standard has not seen many of. It's a grade 0 normal unit with an effect, a large one at that. And this one is for Keter Century. We have Bringer of New Style, Surus. I actually said that right. I'm impressing myself.
Yeah, serious. Maybe more accentuation on the areas.
I know, right?
Serious.
Anyway, he's interesting because he's a grade 0, so this is one of our only grade 0s next to Trickstar and Trick Moon that actually have effects, and there's technically an Alessio Blackwings card, but that's all only cards that are grade 0s that are normal units in Standard.
I think so, yeah.
I checked, because I checked.
Yeah, they're not very common in Standard. In like V and V and in old school Vanguard, it was very widespread, but it's not a design space we see.
There's a reason this one's a grade 0, because this supports a current new deck from Set 13. Continuous rearguard during your turn. If you have a Vanguard Alden in its card name, this unit gets power 2k, making an 8k booster equivalent to a grade 1. And then auto rearguard. Once per turn, when your other unit is placed on rearguard by the ability of your Vanguard with Alden in its card name, counterblast 1, choose one of your rearguards and standard can be used even if this unit is placed at the same time with another unit. So that's why it's a grade 0. Alden's full effect is bouncing a card and calling grade equal to that card bounce. So you can, if you bounce a grade 3, you can call a grade 3. If you bounce a grade 3, you can call a grade 2 and a grade 1. This is allowing you to bounce a grade 3, call a grade 3, and call a grade 0.
Yeah.
And because it activates, because of the run, to counterblast 1, resend the other column, this is giving Alden 5 attacks without sacrificing and calling unnecessary. You can literally call this with anything else.
It will be counterblast heavy, and as far as I'm aware, I'm not too familiar with the Alden cards, but I believe it doesn't have a CC engine.
It does.
It does?
It does. It's if you don't have any face-up damage CC, but it's still a CC engine.
Oh, okay. So this can combo nicely with that because you can force that counter.
Yeah. And Alden's full effect is Cannibal 1, Soul Blast 1, call, draw 2, and then Soul Blast 1 to multi-attack. So he's only 1 CB.
Okay. I can see... It's pretty heavy, but it's doable. It's manageable to have 5 attacks.
So overall, honestly, just a good card. The fact that it's a grade 0, what makes it.
They just purposely made a grade 0 because it's essentially an 8k.
Yeah.
It's essentially a grade 1
Yeah.
in every single situation in the deck.
Now, does this make Alden any more viable? We don't know. We'll test it out and see. But until then, we got to move on, and we did not expect support like this.
I do not even know what the hell this thing is, but it's a Silverhorn Beast Maliva for Stoikea, and I'm gonna do a wild assumption just by the name alone. I think it's Magnolia support.
You're correct, but which Magnolia is going to be the kicker?
I'm already spoiled myself. Apparently, this card has the effect continues if your Vanguard is Silverhorn Beast King of Calamity Magnolia Mask. This card gets all of the following. So essentially, you will not play this in any other build.
No.
So what it will get is auto. When this unit is placed on a regular circle, cost Soul plus 1, and this unit gets power plus 5k until the end of turn, so 50k attacker. If you did not countercharge this turn, countercharge 1. So on play CC, How much does Mask use for CC? I'm not too familiar
Yes.
with it. No, I'm not. I'm asking how much, not yes or no.
No, I say yes. Read the full effect and I'll answer the question.
Okay. And the second part that you also will get is continues on Rigid Circle or Guardian Circle. This unit can intercept from the back row and get shield plus 5k for each of your Dragon Tree. Ooh, markers.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's why the CC is good, because Magnolia Mask's whole effect is that anything that on a marker can attack from the back row and gains power.
And you spam all the markers with your mark creator.
But the only way you can spam markers is with the wretches. And every wretch to make a marker is a counterblast, except for the Great 2 is also Soul Blast.
Now I'm remembering, because when the initially got revealed, or revealed the skill, everybody was like, yo, this can be sick. And then once people were trying out, they realized this is super clunky because you don't have to CB to actually do anything, or you waste all your CB to get the multi-attack, and then you cannot do anything because you wasted all your CB.
On top of that, they got a Grade 2 that's also a CB that says call cards from your drop equal to the number of markers you have.
But you don't have the CB to do that. But
you
now you have. And the extra shield value, this thing is like, what, 20, 25k shield on its own?
You only want to really make 3 markers in the back to get 6 attacks. Because you can make a marker in the front to give it power, but it's already in the front, so it's attacking. So 3 markers in the back.
If you run 4 of this, I think you might be able to get away with that in some situations.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you not see the other card and might as well use your CB for something.
But let's say minimum 3, so you have your 6 attacks in Maggie Mask, right?
Yeah.
This is a 20k shield.
That's pretty good.
That's fucking amazing.
That's pretty good. And it's actually a 20k attacker on one of those markers, so that's pretty decent.
30, because the Maggie gives another 10k.
Oh, that's even better. So it hit over defensive triggers as well. So yeah, I think this is going to be a staple.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to at least...
This is a 4 of.
Yeah,
this is a 3 to 4 of, depending on space.
Yeah, this is going to be a staple.
Fucking amazing card. Speaking of amazing cards, Lyrical got a little bit of love as well. And the Michu deck. Now, compared to all the cards from set 3, the new ride lines...
set 4?
No, set 3. I did say correctly. Set 3. The 6 new ride lines we got in set 3 for Lyrical. So whenever we got those 6 new ride lines, the only ones that really stood out were Lutetia, because she did the whole curse restand thing.
Oh, you mean that set? Okay.
That set, set 3. Okay. So Lutetia was the only one to really stand out. Kyoka didn't do much. Hazard didn't do much. Medial didn't do much. Michu didn't really do much, but was strong. And then the last one that I'm for some reason blanking.
Oh, is that the giant girl or the?
Yes, the giant girl, which really didn't do much.
Yeah, that was basically like budget. Whatchamafface, Bastion, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all of those ride lines, except Lutetia, really weren't super impressive when you're comparing to the meta. So any love they're getting, for example, the set 4 love they're getting is kind of stupid. And Michu's getting a little bit extra love because Michu's card in set 4 was really kind of underwhelming. But now I see why they did it, because we got a new Cannibal order! And this time it's a Grade 2. Play this card with cost Counterblast 1, so it's the same as the other one. When this card is put into your order zone, draw a card, the same as the other one. Mm-hmm. Here's the kicker though. Act order zone. If you have a Grade 3 or greater Vanguard Michu in its card name cost, put this card into drop. Choose one of your units and gets power 10k until the end of turn. Choose one of your opponent's regards, and until the end of your opponent's next turn, that unit cannot intercept and stand during stand phase.
So it's basically a control option.
It's a control option, but gives 10k to a unit. You get 10k to Vanguard, so then when you swap with the Grade 1, the Grade 1's even bigger.
Why? The Grade 1 doesn't gain the power of...
you actually give the Grade 1 the power then. The Michu's really hard to pilot.
The thing is, it's a Cannibal, and if I remember correctly, you can search out the Cannibal card, right?
The set order that you search out the all set is rest, soul charge, choose a Cannibal from hand, put it into your order zone. So therefore you're allowed to... You
can interact with this.
Exactly.
But the main order that you actually want to play, still want to play, because I think it's still better, stronger output, because it gives passive power constantly.
It gives 3 units
pumps of
power.
10.
5.
I think it was 10.
5.
I think it was 10.
I don't remember.
I'm very pretty sure it was 10.
We'll check later.
Because it modulates the skill of Michu into something else.
Michu's skill is retire 5k, but then that one changes it.
To 10.
Yeah.
And not retire, I believe. Just 10k. But that is, I believe, a Grade 3.
Yeah.
This is a Grade 2.
Yeah.
This is great for early game, because it's also, if you're being rushed, you can punish them, because they cannot stand those units they caught in the early game, and now they have to waste it by calling over it.
The only thing is, like, the all set order, let you just put cannonballs in there, so you could put your grade 3s are in there and draw.
Yeah, but I believe doing that on your first grade 3 turn or when you're going first, I believe it wasn't as effective. There was something about it that was more late game.
The grade 3's order, you remember correctly, is literally just change the Vanguard's ability. So you just put them there in the early game to draw cards. Now you have a thing to put them early and also
do
stun.
something. Do something because you still draw the card.
Exactly.
So that's pretty good.
So overall, Michu's looking very much better. I can't wait to test it out.
I can then see running less of the grade 3, so you can run a bit more of this.
Yep.
But like maybe 2 copies of this, and then 3 of the grade 3, or maybe 2 or something like that, because you have consistent access to the draw, which is probably the main important thing. And if you have the bonus of this effect early on, that's great. And otherwise, you have to finish off with the grade 3.
Exactly. Yay, Michu. Anyway. Moving on to the latter 3 promos in this same promo pack, and perfectly timed, it's your boy.
I'm pissed, because we probably have to wait months before we get this.
Yes, this is February probably.
No, it's probably going to be later, and I have to probably spend like $50 on this bastard. And I'm not talking about the unit on the art, because he's great, but the bastard that's in making this freaking promo. Because we have a new Dark Stage promo, and you might be wondering, why am I so excited for a Dark Stage promo? That's because it's not Dark Stage, it's a Gear Chronicle. Because it is time etching footprints. And this Chronodren grade 3 normal order has the effects, play this with cost, counter +1, if you have a Chronojet Dragon Crest, aka you played a Chronojet Dragon deck. What you get? Until the end of turn, the generation break abilities of the unit called by this ability is active regardless of the number of face-up cards in your G-zone. Choose a unit card from your rearguard circle or in your soul, put it on the bottom of your deck, search your deck for up to 1 unit card with grade +1 from that chosen card, call to rearguard circle, and shuffle your deck. 2 major things are at play here.
What's the second ability, real quick?
Oh, you want the second ability? Because that's basically added addition. But okay, the second ability is auto. When this card is discarded from your hand, while paying for the cost for stride, choose one of your Vanguards or hard cards. Until the end of the turn, this cost of that card's next ability is reduced by counter +1. And I just realized
it says hard card.
No.
Fuck that.
No. I assumed it was only a hard card. Now I realize, I can make my strides ability for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so no 2 things, 4 things here.
So the only reason I wanted you to read all that, because unlike your videos, we have cards in front of our faces, and until the effect's fully read, it's there. So I wanted to remove that so they can see us. So now go.
Okay, so 4 big things here about the first effect. There are 2 things that come into play here. First off, it gives us early game options, because Chronojet was just right to grade 3, maybe you rush a bit with grade 1s, but that's about it, and you hope you can stride, and if it's a mirror match, you're gonna cry in the corner because you're gonna play a vanilla game. It sucks, but that's the fact of life. Now that's no longer the case, because this allows you to get those GB skills without having GB. So you can turn your grade 1s into upstreams and then start swinging with upstream for 15k and then time leap them back into a grade 1 that potentially can draw you stuff. So you have that whole combo potential now in the early game. That's great. But another thing about this is that essentially this grade 3 order in the late game is just extra copies of upstream, because if you don't have upstream, you usually don't have a good combo line of play. With this card, it doesn't matter. Any grade 1 and this order card together is going to be an upstream, because you can just do it pre-combat and then set up and just go nuts, which is great. Which also means that now you're used to having upstreams always in your deck. It returns to the deck, so it's safe there, it's harm from control. But the problem is, your grade 1s, they are on the board and they're vulnerable for things like Endiva or whatnot, and they get removed, and you will start to lose out of options to go into upstream, and then at the late stage of the game, you basically are just choosing scrap cards like, okay, this 8k or this, and I cannot really do anything. Thanks to this order, being able to shuffle cards from your soul back into the deck, now you almost have infinite combo potential, because you can always make sure you have the right target for upstream to go into, because you can shove grade 1 from your drop zone thanks with Falcate. Yes, Echo, you play Falcate Performer. You can put it back to soul, or if you are a Zargon player, you can also use Zargon. You can put those grade 1s that you want in your deck back into soul, use this order, put it back into the deck, get the upstream, then the upstream can go into the grade 1 you just put back into the deck and get it again, and just basically do this over and over again. And that's just the fun part about the first skill. The second part of it is that now you can basically say, goodbye, Bali. I have something better now. Because keep in mind, this is a grade 3.
To be fair, you already said kind of goodbye, Bally, because the new cycle grade 3s from set 13 were just better.
Yeah, but now even that can be potentially replaced by discard if you want to. Because the great thing about this is that's a grade 3. So thanks to our right line, we can always search this right before we strike.
Wait, hold up. Smoke Gear is literally a card, not unit.
As far as I'm aware, it's just search a grade 3.
Fuck me.
We can double check. I can double check in a minute, but I think you can just search any grade 3. You can search this, and then if you want to use it as discard fodder, because you don't have to, but if you want to, you can make your stride skill or your Fate Rider or next stage completely free, depending on what you want.
So to be fair, if you're gonna plan to do both skills...
Oh wait, sorry, not next stage, because next stage you need to be Chrono Jet, but you can make Fate Rider free.
You can make next stage free?
No, because you need to discard this for Stride, you can only Stride it the next stage you discard Chrono Jet. So you can make Fate Rider or your Stride skill for free, which honestly is still really good.
Okay, but to my point, if you're planning to do the jet skill with Fate Rider both in that turn, it really doesn't matter which skill you make free, you're gonna CB1 anyway.
Yeah, but in the case that maybe people are damage denying you and only give you 1 CB, for example,
then it matters.
That matters. Or they give you 0 CB and they think, oh, you have a vanilla turn. Guess again, sucker. Ain't no way. We go full combo. So
I think the whole, if you had no damage, this at least gives you your Fate Rider.
Yeah. And that's basically really good. And thanks to that, that makes also the counterblast skill of its own first effect less of an issue, because we know CB can be a bit of tricky with it. But now that it in itself can be making another CB skill free, you do not mind maybe using the first effect if you want to go aggro in the early game, or you need more combo potential mid to late game.
How attached are you to your ride line?
Pretty much, because you need to.
The only reason I say, I mean, I attached in the sense of you're all running it, but once you soul blast it, how attached are you to your ride line?
Oh, none.
You could always run kitties, remove 2 of the ride line, counter charge.
I mean, if you have the space, yeah, sure, it is a grade 1. But is it on place from hand or just on place?
I think it's on place, period.
If it's just on place, you probably have room for it to play because you can call it out with upstream and whatnot.
Not to mention it's a 20k shield.
Yeah, so there's definitely space for it to think about it if you want to have that. So yeah, that's definitely something you can run. And this card I can definitely see being played. I'm gonna double check if the ride line does search it regardless, but if that's the case, this will definitely be a one-off. At the very least, I can definitely see players maybe opting to go 2 to 3 of this copy. Not 4 as much, but
at the end of the day, it's still 0 shield.
It's still 0 shield, but it can definitely, at the least how you can see it, it's being extra copies of upstream, and at the best, it's like an insane consistency engine. Holy
shit, wait a fucking minute. I actually have a really cool play that people might consider.
And it is?
There is a grade 2 in Dark States that says if this unit is placed on rearguard outside of a unit card's ability.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Soul Blast 1, look at top 5 call.
Yeah.
This is an order.
Yeah, it works.
It places it.
Yeah.
It works only if you played an order that turn.
So yeah, it is good work, but the issue is that it does absolutely nothing if you do not play it with this order.
Yeah, 100%. You have to play in order to activate the skill. Yeah. But basically, if you run...
You could play it as a one-off.
Which is just completely fine. If it's still in deck, play the order. Like, granted, you could get upstream, but you can play that, get a grade 2, get another card off the top 5. You might get another upstream.
Like, if you're up against... if you're up against, like, a control-based deck that just keeps wiping your board, and you have no board, maybe you can go for that play to just have free attacks, because otherwise, if you go for upstream, you still generate, like, free-ish attacks, so it has the same result.
Yeah.
So it's an option. It's definitely potential to think about and to experiment with. So who knows? And the fact that we have more time leap abilities besides just Fate Rider is huge. This is huge because it makes the deck so much more live in the sense of what the options you have, and just the different lines of play you can make is pretty good.
Yep. All right. I am actually thankful for you to said all that, because that means I can just skip a lot of the stuff for the next card. Because, if Jet gets something like that, my size gotta get it too. But not quite the same vein. We did get a grade 3 normal order like them in Dawn of Genesis. R sounds cooler.
But it's not better.
Yeah, yours is 100%. I will agree with that. Ours sounds better, and it's still good, but yours is better. So we have the grade 3 for Messiah, and it has 2 abilities like the Jet one. The first one is play this with cost, counterblast 1 if you have an alter ego Messiah crest. Choose a unit with Messiah in its card name from your drop. Call it to rearguard, choose one of your opponent's rearguards, and lock it. And then the other ability is pretty much the same. Auto when this card is discarded from hand while paying the cost for Shy, choose one of your Vanguards or Heart cards, and until the end of turn, the cost for the card's next ability is reduced by counterblast 1, basically making your alter ego or your Amnesty Messiahs free. Now, in Messiah, it's similar. You can run 1 to 2 of this because, it's easy ditch fodder. I might see people running 3 of this in Messiah for the simple fact that we do not have any grave recursion. So if they kill our Arrestor Messiahs or our Sacrifice Messiahs or any key piece, they're gone forever. So just being able to go counterblast 1, give me my Arrestor back, and I'm going to lock 2 cards on your board? Yes, please.
Yeah, like, right now Messiah can only lock 1 card off your opponent's board.
Yep.
With this you can do 2. So I don't see why you not want to run as many copies of this card.
Yeah, this is almost a 3 or 4 of.
It's CB1 for a +2.
Where in Messiah, it's a really weird thing. You actually do want to completely CB yourself out, because if you see 1 sacrifice, you're still doing all your combos.
Yeah, so the CB actually means nothing on this. It's just a plus. You discard 1 to go +2.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Like, and the more important thing is, one of the +2 is the most important one because it gets you a combo piece.
Exactly.
So that's way better than just drawing a random trigger that you have no use for, except for shield value.
Like, again, yours is 100% better because just being able to do a upstream full effect on turn 3 while your opponent's potentially turn grade 2 is just bonkers in my opinion. But being able to even, like, early game turn 3 for this, cool. If my opponent rushed me, I'm getting rid of a piece. I'm grave recurring something, so I'm not wasting cards in hand in a sense. Cool. This is more of a late game card for Messiah. This is really good late game.
Yeah. This gets better the more the late game progresses because you can guarantee 4-5 attacks every single turn without needing to commit more pieces to the board, especially against control decks.
Yep. Fuck you, Gandiva. All right. Last.
Oh, by the way, I just figured, just double checked. Smoke Gear sadly searched specifically grade 3 units.
So you're probably going to be running the set 13 cards.
Yeah, or maybe 1 body, depending if you really want to draw.
I mean, set 13 does the draw.
If you discard it for stride?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a card that literally says if it's discarded for ride to grade 3 or for stride.
Draw a card.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's better than Bali?
Yeah, Bali if it replaced because that 10k never comes up.
On top of that,
never.
On top of that, the Dark States one is Cannibal 1 on place if you have a grade 4 Vanguard. Cannibal 1, draw a card, put 2 cards from your drop into Soul.
Hey, that might work with the order as well because you put in the cards in Soul that you can time leap.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. We got it.
So Bali's probably being replaced. Yeah.
All right. Last 2 cards. This one is still inside of the promo pack. The next one will be a Youth Quake promo. And this one, for some reason, we're getting 2 Stoicheia ones. Who got the short end of the stick? So let's see here. We got a Keter, Stoicheia, Lyrical. Dragon Empire didn't get anything.
Yeah.
Oh, sad. Oh no.
Oh no. What will we ever do?
Exactly. But the other Stoicheia, Leonor the Vase, for some fucking reason, needed more support.
Because we have Unison of Emotions Parcia, or Parkia. This card it's a great one, 8k, no shenanigans here yet, but her effects are auto. When is placed on a regular circle other than during the battle phase, choose up to 1 card with the Union Dress ability. So for anybody that's been out of the loop, like myself for example, that's the new keyword on the new boss unit for Leonor.
Unison.
Yeah, Unison. This the whole thing with, I believe the new youth perk has as well? No, just Leonor.
This is Leonor specific.
Yeah, it's just a different dress up essentially for anybody that's it basically means nothing special. It's just, hey, this new Leonor has this keyword, so anything with the keyword works with this new Leonor. Yep. So essentially what you can also see is like if your Vanguard is a new Leonor.
No, if ability, so card with the Unison just from your hand, reveal it.
Wait. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle other than during the battle phase, choose up to one card with the unit's ability from your hand. So reveal the new Leonor. If you reveal a card, or your Vanguard is in the unit address state, so you wrote the new Leonor in the correct way that stated that you need to write it. So I believe on top of another Leonor.
Yep.
Cost. Soul Blast 1, choose a card with a different card name from this unit and a grade less than or equal to your Vanguard and call it to the Vanguard circle. My guess is you're going to call it not a grade 1 because the whole thing is with boosters and grade 1s. So it's essentially a +1 for Soul Blast 1.
Wait, hold up. Read the second ability real quick.
And then the second ability is auto Vanguard circle at the beginning of your main phase. If your Vanguard is in a unit just straight, you may put this unit into your soul.
Hold up. When this unit is placed on your identity, you choose up to one who says, reveal card your Vanguard unit. Soul Blast 1, choose a card with a different card name from this unit and grade.
So
from where? From where?
So let's choose a card with a different card name from this unit and grade equal to your Vanguard and call it to the...
From where?
Wait.
Yeah, I hate to. So, no offense to the Discord wiki. Jesus Christ, you sometimes forget all the fucking effects.
Wait. Give me.
Yeah, you find it on Twitter. Use Curious or whatever. Jesus, where the fuck do you call it from?
I assume from Graveyard.
I assume as well. Because that's how Stoichea mostly works.
Leonor has done it before. When you choose place in the Vanguard circle other than the battle phase, choose up to one card from your hand with the user's brief. If you the card or have a Vanguard and user's skull, there's one choose a card with a greater additional grade less equal to your Vanguard from your drop zone.
There you go.
And call it to the Vanguard. Yeah, as I expect. I expect from drop zone.
I did it as well, but it didn't wrote here. It was like, wait a minute.
So essentially, you call this thing, either you are in the state or you reveal it, you get a +1, and then next turn you can shove it to soul to pay for the cost for your Vanguard and other.
Oh, damn it, I forgot her name. It's basically a restrictive Soul Blast 1 Diantha.
I would say it's a weird ass. I'm blanking on the name.
So Diantha's Cannibal Blast 1, call a card from your drop. This is just a Soul Blast 1, have the conditions, call a card from drop.
I mean, what's
Well, while you find the card or remember...
It's the freaking water dragon and everybody's been abusing.
What? Okay, from the start, Nation.
Stoichea.
Okay, fair. In what deck?
Every deck.
Water dragon in every deck?
Yeah, the water dragon in every deck. The Flagberg shit.
Wait, what?
The Flagberg card! The dragon that shoves the soul, draws the card.
Inlet Pulse!
Inlet Pulse. It's basically a weird ass Inlet Pulse. It +1 and gives soul.
In a sense, yes.
Yes.
I like mine better. It's a Diantha for a Soul Blast and a restriction.
Yeah, but that's you assuming I'm aware with what Leonor cards do.
Okay, so Diantha is literally just grade 1 that says on place from hand, Cannibal Blast 1, choose a card from your drop with equal to or less than your Vanguard's grade, call it to rear guard. And if you have 2 or more grade 1 or less units in the back row, it's a 13k body. This is restrictive. It doesn't have to be called from hand, from what when placed on rear during your battle. Just can't be during battle phase.
It can do battle phase. So
you have to.
You could do the one that you just told.
Yeah.
Into this, and this can do if go further.
Correct. The only restriction for this one is you have to either have the new Vivace in hand or be on it. Because the second you're on it, she's in unison state.
Yeah, even if you do not rewrite.
Exactly.
Because you stay in that mode.
Yeah, because you stay until the end of your fight.
It's essentially a rip-off from, I want to say Revolted, but a rip-off from Overdress or Cross Overdress.
So overall, it's just a +1 to board, and if you really need soul at the beginning of your battle phase, you put it into soul and half soul for conditions and costs. So overall, not bad.
Yeah.
I don't know why she needed a promo. She's already good enough without it, but you know what? Sure. More excuse to do Leonor. We're moving on, though, to the monthly Bushy Road promo in the monthly Dokkan, or what's it called?
The what?
Just the magazine thingy.
Yeah, the monthly Bushiroad.
Yeah. Okay. So okay.
Yeah, it's the monthly Bushiroad.
One for once, not that. Okay, granted, the last monthly Bushiroad was a Dragon Empire card that wasn't super special, but was good.
Wasn't that the?
When it boosts power and put the soul, I think.
Oh, I thought it was the order that gave some weird ass protection for Overdress.
No. Anywho. This is a Keter, grade 1 8k, Surgon.
You're missing a letter.
Sarugon.
There you go.
Sarugon. Serugaon.
Serugaon.
There we go, that. Regardless, auto rearguard. When this unit boosts, if you have more rearguards than your opponent, or if you played an order this turn, this unit gets power 5k until the end of that battle, making a 13k booster. And at the end of that battle, cost retire this unit, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose a card from among them, put it into hand, and put the rest on the bottom of your deck. Overall, a not bad generic support card because it allows you to basically just have a 13k booster, plus back selectively to hand from the top 2, and then in a sense stack the bottom of your deck with either a piece that you might have wanted or a piece that you did not want.
Bro, this card is nuts.
Yeah, it's simple, straightforward.
No, it's actually nuts.
Why? It's a 13k booster that plus itself back in deck fins.
No, it's literally, people have been... Back in G, when ZTB was running rampant at the end of the year, people were complaining about that Cruising Dragon was broken and ridiculous because you filter draw cards. You attack, counter +1, check top 3, add 1, ZTB, I believe, and add it to your hand. And people were complaining that that was too strong because you selectively draw a card and filters your deck.
Oh, so you're saying
this is essentially free!
It is free. It is free.
Yeah, sure.
The only condition is you have to have more rears than your opponent,
or
which in Catter...
Or you played in order.
Okay, so yeah, you're completely correct. But look at this. Like most Catter decks, do not retire that well.
Yeah, no, but they have more cards.
They can.
They superior cards.
Yeah,
You only have to do one pop, or you can go with the other column, attack into a rear guard, and then when they do not guard, that thing dies, and now you attack with this column, and the thing will activate.
Yeah.
So there are definitely good options to get this off. Yeah. This is a pretty good generic card.
And then let's see here real quick. It counts playing orders. Playing set orders counts, which means Thagria can work because she has set orders. Yeah, she wants to play. Hexorb doesn't play any set orders, but Hexorb builds a board every time. Like Hexorb almost always has like a full board. And usually the full board is just grade 2s in the back that don't do shit, but you use them.
This could work for Blaster Dark, Phantom
they do.
Because I believe some of them require you to have I believe they have cards that activate when one of your riggers retires.
Yep.
And this is a self-retire, so that could work with that. Or if you do not even want to retire for that fuck, it's another fodder you can sacrifice.
Exactly.
But it's still a booster. It's still 13k booster because you can have it as a 13k booster and then decide to not retire it.
Now that I think about it, not many Catter decks actually even use orders, period. Like, Youthberg doesn't use any orders. Solaron that just came out.
Oh, they did.
They don't right now. Full Blast is not using any orders.
But they did in the past.
Yeah, Full Blast is not using any orders right now. Solaron does not want to use any orders, really. Ezel is a good contender for this, because Ezel does use orders. Mm-hmm. And honestly, this and Ezel is not bad. It just empties the rear guard.
Let me say it differently. Even though most of the decks don't use orders, so you have to rely on a full field, if we go to the current meta of the game, which decks actually have a full field?
Ballista?
No. Ballista bounce their stuff back to hand.
If they play Yukai.
No, they play... Ballista decks do play the Yukai, and they also play the Great Free for the Restand that shuffles stuff back into the deck.
Yeah, but that's only back row center.
Yeah, but it's still...
That's still one less. Yeah, you correct.
And that's all you need. That's all you need.
Correct.
Gandiva doesn't call back row units because they only call front row because they are mainly grade 2s.
Yeah.
Your Chronicle also clears their board to some extent because of the time leap shenanigans. Most of these meta decks do not build a completely filled out board.
And Keter almost always does.
Yeah, so...
Like, I play Minerva, and Minerva is like, if you don't retire my shit, I'm like, cool, make me just full board.
So that's basically, this thing can work by the fact of what type of environment we are right now.
You're not completely, yeah.
And in the case that people adjust, if this card actually becomes as good as it potentially can be because of the filter, then Cater Sanctuary does have retire options generically in their pool.
So this card is basically, it's a really good card, but it's not like a staple index. It's one of those things like, you want to try to take this in if you can, because it just gives you good benefits.
And don't forget, do you see anything about the restriction on this effect?
Orders and more units.
Besides that?
No.
Turn 1.
Yeah. Yeah, you legitimately can put this to... Oh my god, hold the phone. Yeah, I mean, just throw this behind your Vanguard. Here's a 8k, let's say. Here's a 21k to your 8k. That's still a 15k shield for one to pass. But that, you know, making columns on early games just sucks because you're like, either throw a 15k shield down and risk it, or I take the attack.
Yeah, and now because it retires itself, it also clears your points.
Holy shit! I just realized something.
So,
well, let's say you get the get the condition off, right? Mm-hmm. This is a freer, better painkiller.
Yeah, because it's got soul.
Yeah. And it gains 5k, and it looks at top 2 and adds 1 instead of just blindly drawing.
Yeah, so it's a better draw. Again, I come back to the story about Cruising Dragon.
Yeah, this is a fucking good card.
So I can definitely see this being a thing.
Yeah, this is a fucking good card. Anyway, with that all being said, that has been it for the leaks. So not many because we still don't fucking know what's going on.
Do we even know about the next sets, besides that they exist?
No, next week, which is a good segue, if I scroll to it correctly. Next week, we should be getting on the Tuesday stream. Oh, come on. There we go. On the Tuesday stream, we should be revealing a promo card for Keter Century. Nope, that just happened.
I was about to say, we have enough.
Look, man.
We need to go to the Tuesday stream.
Q-Quake. That's the thing I was trying to remember and I forgot. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, yeah. Tuesday stream will be revealing 8 cards, to my memory is correct, of Shiranui Stride deck set, including the ride line.
So with 8 cards, we get 4 of the ride line, assumably 2 of the strides, and then 8 is the entire deck. What they're gonna be left?
I got no clue. I think they are revealing the entire deck.
4 of the ride line, 2 of the strides. You have the stride fodder, then the support grade 3, and the only thing you're missing is like 2 grade 2s and 2 grade 1s.
You want to hear a kicker? The Thursday stream is going to be revealing 10 cards for Luard.
Then you have literally every... No.
Including the cards and G unit. And 1 G unit.
No. They're going to do 4 of the ride line, the G unit, the crest, 4 triggers.
Yeah.
That's it.
So we're currently in this weird spot where the leaks are literally just that. They're just revealing the last bit of sets. We might get more. The only thing they might reveal before they announce the new anime and the new sets in the future in the 2025, we might get the full triple drive booster.
Bro, relax. We still have to start 2024.
Sorry, 2024.
No, relax, bro.
The only thing they might show is the triple drive booster in the sense of the 2 new ride lines. The
I still don't know what the hell that set is going to be about.
It's reprints. It's literally 2 new ride lines, a new regular piece, and nothing but triple rare reprints. And double rare reprints, but mostly reprints.
Okay. But standard.
Yes, standard only.
Okay, interesting.
Anyway, so
let's hope they're gonna reprint again a lot of these promos.
Yeah, promos, triple rares, the staples. It's like the picks need to be on point. But that's not the only thing we know, because we're gonna move into the news section real quick. We know a couple of things. Let's see here. We do know the name of the next season of Vanguard.
Let's go! Vanguard GZ Part 2.0. Let's go.
Good. I was thought you were going to do a different joke. I was going to bleep you out in the video.
Wait, what
Anywho,
what
the
joke?
Next
I want to know. What joke?
I'll tell you after. It will be in the blooper reel.
Okay.
The next season of Vanguard Overdress will be called...
Oh, I know which joke you meant. No, I know. It's...
Yeah, he was blurred out. Divine Z. New season of the anime card for Vanguard Divine Z will start broadcast on January 2024. More information will be provided in fucking December. But we did get a preview of our new protagonist for season 6. Go for it. I know you're gonna say it.
New protagonist. They had us in the first part. This is just gonna be another time skip, bro. That's Yu.
It really does look like it.
It's Yu.
It really does. I can't say shit. It really does look like it.
Like, bro, come on.
But this does confirm that the original plan, and I'm going to show the graphic right here, that the anime is planned for season 8 and 9 in 2025. You can kind of see the progression of it. So we are currently in finished season 5 in 2023. We're going to get Divine Z in 2024 and with season 6 and 7. And then we're going to finish it off with season 8 and 9 in 2025. So we got 2 more years.
No. You're forgetting one thing. Because they're already in the works for season 10 in 2026.
Exactly.
So they got plenty more. If you're following the anime... I'm not one of you guys, sorry, but if you follow the anime, you're going to have more than enough for the upcoming years.
Exactly. And this is also confirming that we are very far away from any reboot happening again.
You don't know because they
on wood.
haven't specified anything about the anime.
If the plans are according to plan, we have about 3 more years of D, if not more, and I'm hoping more.
Okay.
Which is not bad compared to our last track record.
Yeah, because V was 3 years.
Anyway, let's see here. What else can we talk about? Let's see.
Bugs.
Oh yeah, technically, yeah, we're gonna get to that. Just double checking here. The promos, we talked about that. Oh yeah, for the reprints, because the new promos in the promo packs, you get these new promos, and you get 3 cards that are also reprints.
Hey, I used that card today.
Yeah, exactly. Brachio Force is getting reprinted, so your Gandiva players are gonna have a new art for that.
Yeah, this is better. This art.
Oh, it does look. All of them look a little bit better. Amazing Magician's getting reprinted. I don't know why the fuck. I think you Jet players ruined that.
Isn't that the one
on attack
that...
Soul Blast Soul Charge one?
Hey, I'm not one of those Jet players. I'm not one of those. I didn't use that card. It was not my idea.
And Rough Trample Monster Mega Gargo.
Mega Grego.
There we go. It's basically if the attack this unit boost hits, countercharge 1 card.
Anybody play that card?
Yes, EVA players played a shit ton of it because if you ran the grade 2 upgrade on boost, attack your front row, 3 hits, 3 countercharges.
Oh snap! Why did I never see that?
People were running Boba main. It was literally a divide of either Boba main or that because it was an on hit. Depending on if your opponent left you a board, you wouldn't swing into your front row. It was like a conditional.
I mean, an on hit on the entire front row sounds pretty appealing to me. Like that's the whole strategy of what's the dragon girl name? What's her name? What's her face?
Which one?
The dragon girl.
Which one?
There's only one. The right line. The dragon girl right line. Clarissa. That's literally the whole game plan of Clarissa.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a divide. And all honesty, I do think that was a really good strat because in Germany, BCS, last year... No, not that.
But it doesn't generate...
No, BSF. BSF Germany. BSF? I played against a guy, a really good friend. It was an EVA mirror match. I was playing Bobas. He was playing this. He won the game. Enough said.
But this doesn't generate soul, only CC, right?
Only CC.
I think that's the reason, because I've seen a lot of situations where the Bulb Mine CC didn't matter, but the soul charge was the main factor.
Yeah.
So that's probably the reason why players tend to still play with
the reason I think people ran that in certain decks is because they ran heavily into Combine Rusher.
Yeah,
So
okay, if you use that extra CB, then you have to...
So it was like a combo play. You run a lot of Combines in this, or you run Bulba Mains and not Combines as much, and it was like, EVA was very complicated back in the day. I don't know why we were playing this, in all honesty. However, we did get an English conference. Shout out to Bushy Man for providing a cool video for us and announcing all this stuff. But there's only really 3 or technically 2 bits of information that we really care about. I
mean, yeah, you go ahead if that's the case.
So nothing really changed for English. We didn't get the ban list, which is a little bit disappointing.
I mean, we're still middle of tournament season. They usually don't introduce a new one mid-season.
They might do it before Worlds like last year.
Yeah, but that Worlds is separate from the season.
Yeah. But they might do it before Worlds like last year. They literally, the last ban list was the day before Worlds.
Yeah. So we expect a new ban list somewhere at the end of beginning of January or something.
But we did get 2 announcements for English. And that is the Token Robo Online 2023 Title Booster 4. It's confirmed for English.
I think they have to redo this image because the moment that comes out, it's no longer 2023.
You're not wrong.
So that's gonna be a lie.
Unless it is still 2023.
No, because December is gonna be set 13.
Ooh, you're right. I don't remember.
And they do not release sets after Christmas.
True.
And in January. So at the earliest, this can be in February. And then we're long past 2023.
You're correct. Which is cool. So Talking Roman players are getting your shit.
So that's the second set, because we already had the first set and this is second wave for sport.
And then...
This is a bigger surprise. I was not expecting this.
This also confirms the other things we were talking about for later, where we'll talk about. We got confirmation that inside of Flight of Chakra set 13.
They decided to bring back Colony, guys. It's Dark Face Gaming all over again.
Translation, Mushy King is coming to English. Fuck.
I'm gonna play rock, paper, scissors, and I'm gonna enjoy the heck out of it.
Oh, yeah.
I have the cards, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna play rock,
Did
paper,
you? Yeah, you did.
I'm gonna
Did
play.
you? Yeah, you did.
I'm gonna
We'll
play-
double check.
Yeah, double check. But I'm gonna play rock, paper, scissors while everybody's gonna play checkers. Let's go.
So, we don't know how to put. We have not gotten something like that in an English set yet. What I'm trying to say is JP's cases and English cases differ in pull rates. JP is a lot more randomized, where you can potentially, if you're really unlucky, in one case pull 2 copies of a triple rare.
And then 20 of one other.
Exactly. I saw some pull rates. Some people pulled literally inside of set 11, where Mushy King came out of 4 grade 3 Thegrias. That's it.
Yeah, so for my OG players out there, when you buy GBT11 in Japan in case, you could have like, let's say, 2 Dominate Strides, the Mujin Lords, which was the most expensive set, and I have like 30 copies of Halbe Schwarz, the 10-cent triple rare.
Pretty much. Now, English is a lot more ratioed. You're always going to get a certain number of triple rares, double rares, and so forth. It'll just differ if you get 5 or 6. And it's just a random if it's up or down. But you're always going to get minimum 5, maximum 6. So English is full ratioed. In JP, set 11, Mushy King, you got a shit ton of cards. You basically got enough for a whole deck and almost half of another Mushy King deck.
Almost. Probably almost 2, if I'm going to be honest.
Exactly. So if that's the case for English, how the hell is that going to look? How many are going to be per box? No fucking clue. Very excited to see.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my topic before we end this, because that is the last bit of news. Honestly, sure, I'll put this up just for anybody who might be interested.
Yeah, this is something that confuses me a bit. So
Collaboration promos with Bang Dream.
Is it Bang Dream?
Bang Dream, yeah.
Huh. That's a Singaporean version.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
so it's not-
catch
yeah.
these lovely cards at Butcher Expo Asia, Singapore. These cards will also be available at local game stores. There's a crit and a heal. So more different crits and heals from my Chaos deck.
Oh yeah. That basically that. Maybe more crits and heals for my timestamp dragon thing. That's also I don't know if I want to play that.
But what I want to talk about real quick with Mushy King before we end this episode here is the fact that with us getting confirmation of Mushy King inside of course, set 13, which is 2 sets later. If we look back, we also got 2 sets later the Bang Dream crits. It came inside of set 8. We got them in set 10. No, 11.
11.
So a couple of sets later. With that being said, there is a good high chance that set 14, whatever it comes out, because we do have confirmation of it, and set 15, which we do have
We
confirmation.
have no clue what it is. Not even a name.
Nothing. We don't know anything, but there's a good chance that set 14 might contain quintuplets, and set 15 might contain the Bang Dream from set 13.
What was the Bang Dream in set 15?
There's 2 Bang Dream decks that one's super meta.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I was when you had the discussion, I was confused because I thought it was quintuplets. Oh, yeah. There's a Morphonica or something, right?
Yeah. One's Morphonica, the other one is Mygo.
I mean, my only issue is with that thought pattern. Like, it's likely, but at the same time, what happened to Monster Strike if we get Mushy King? What's up with Monster Strike?
Monster probably is a different IP problem since we haven't gotten this long. The only reason I think this is a viable thing is because Mushy King is not a Bushiro product and they got it. Quintuplets is licensed in Weiss for both English and JP, so trying to get a license for Vanguard English shouldn't be super hard. They have the channels to talk with people to get that done. And then I am 100% certain that Bang Dream is going to be coming in English because Bang Dream is a Bushiroad-owned product.
You poor soul. You've never worked with Japanese salarymen.
I honestly
it's not that easy.
No, I honestly think Bang Dream is going to come because we do also still have Bang Dream in V.
I mean, it's possible.
We have Bang Dream in V.
At the same time, it's not 100% guaranteed.
Yeah. But there's a
Do not underestimate these Japanese salarymen.
You're not wrong. but compared to Mushy King, quintuplets, and Bang's ring,
no,
Mushy King was the least lowest.
I can give it to you. Mushy King, I did not see coming. I thought we will never, ever gonna get
Out of all
that.
those 3 that we're getting in these main sets, Mushy King was the lowest chance to be actually done. The fact that they were done, the other 2 just skyrocketed, and we might just get these. Which makes me happy because those quintuplets videos we made are not in vain.
But did you do those Mushy King videos?
We are now. And unfortunately, we are also now gonna have to do Token Rumble, which is a shit ton of fucking cards. We might skip some. Anyway, with all that being said, I think we're gonna end this episode here because we are literally going towards the hour mark, and I love it. I like talking to you because you actually do bounce stuff off. No offense, Alex.
Poor Alex.
He knows his flaws. He's completely aware
I was about to say, for a second I thought you were about to say, well, he knows his place.
No.
Put him in.
No. He agrees a lot of times that, yeah, he's not super talkative and he doesn't say much, and I usually cover all of this stuff. I say too much, so it doesn't leave him much to say.
I mean, that's a fact.
Yeah. So everything's understood. I'm not insulting the man because I'm talking about facts. Like, it's like understood. Yeah, so we're gonna end this episode here before I start talking too much again.
Yeah, because somebody said it's gonna be easy 30 minutes.
I honestly forgot how good you are with talking and elaborating and bouncing back. So it's just like, this was really good. So there we go.
What can I say? Professional here.
Pretty much. You did this for a long while. Anyway, with that being said, thank you everybody so much for watching episode 193 of Eat Time. If you liked the episode, please like, share it with your friends. Comment down below what you think are the chances of quintuplets and Bang Dream come in, or what you really think that Divine Z is going to introduce.
Also, we're nearing the 200 mark, so put in a request of what this clown is going to have to do when we hit the
we already have that plan.
No.
I'm bleeping you out if you say anything.
If you want some more interesting and you have good ideas, put them down below, and I'm going to force him to do these things. And if,
Sure.
And if he doesn't want them, I will force this on Lon. Do I say his name? Yeah, Lon, Connor, on Alex. It doesn't matter. I will force these guys. It's gonna be. It's gonna be great.
Sure, let's
it's
do
gonna
that.
be great. So
You heard
put
him?
in all the crazy stuff down
heard him.
below. You have 6 weeks because the 7th week is the 200
Yeah.
mark, and then we're too late. So 6 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Put in your craziest request.
Anyway, please like, share it to friends, and maybe even consider becoming a member for some awesome perks. But with all that being said, I've been Philip,
And I've been Mr. Time Leap.
and we'll see you guys in the next one. One.
Woo!
Jesus Christ, man, people are trying to sleep.
Not anymore.
Jesus Christ, you're doing loud.
Told you so.
We are still in a tent in a fucking parking lot. People are trying to sleep.